Alright, what's going on, Big Blue Nation? Sports fans all over the world. Welcome to S.M.E, where we just gonna cure them with content over here. Alright, my first guest, my first guest on the show, episode 1. We got LRP with me, man. What's going on, LRP? What's happening, bro?
What is going on, Shakes Montana? How you doing, sir? Thank you. Appreciate the invite. Um, Pleasure to be here with you on your inaugural first episode. I feel honored that you asked. Glad I had the time to do it, and absolutely. So, shouts out to you. Shouts out to the world out there. Hello, everybody. Been a while. Um, I am not back, but I am. I am doing that's something special here for my brother and my friend here. And shouts out to the crew. Shouts out to the brothers out there. Shouts out to the whole Giants world. It's been a while. Miss y'all. But hope everybody's doing good and enjoying these Giants, man. And it's a good time right now. Good time.
No doubt, man. So, first off, man, listen, everybody want to know. And not everybody want to know, but there's some people that's questioning this shit. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the crew, man? What's happening on your end?
Well, shoot, man. Life. Getting back to enjoying life, enjoying my children, enjoying my kids, enjoying sports quietly. You know what I mean? If I can incorporate maybe Hamilton when he was like at towards the end, it was a solemn part, but dude moved up north or whatever. It's quiet up north. You know what I mean? It's quiet around these parts. So just you know, I'm out here on my Blackadocious, make you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you heard Big Daddy came? Yeah, I had that tape. I'm just out here just chilling, man, and raising my kids and about to be an empty nester out here. So life has definitely shift gears for me and been more focused on educating my mind, getting back into the books, reading a lot more, staying away from bullshit of this world. You know what I mean? Every day is just some nonsense. So, you know, making sure I weaponize my brain. But yeah, that's what's been up with me, man. Just working, living, making a living.
No, I can dig it, man. Well, I asked for this interview with my brother here because, for one, he was one of my co-hosts on the Shakedown Sports podcast. Also, he was my partner in crime on the Shakedown AM. Um, we had some great shows on the Shakedown AM. Very funny. Wake your ass up. Cold cracking out of the eyes. We done fucked up on some recordings and all types of shit, man. It was hilarious, and it was very fun to do that along with my boy here. As far as the crew, shout outs to them. But everybody is just moving in their own way and moving in their own direction. So salute to them, and I'm just gonna go forward with this Shakes Montana Entertainment SME for short. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get used to it. But also I got some few other shows coming out. But shouts to the Aboriginal Sports Network as well out there, man. But
And I do know, if I may, do know that the brothers are definitely cooking up something. So shouts out to them and Black Freezy TV. Definitely check out. I mean, the brothers and the love is still there, and the support is definitely there. I'll be watching from the sidelines while I got something cooking as well. Um, not so much in the podcast space, but in a different kind of sports space. So but definitely support. your Giants brethren. It's, all love.
All right. Now, fuck all that mushy shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? This
right?
is S.M.E, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is where it gets real over here, man. We gonna talk about real shit over here. I don't care. I don't care who you are. When you come on S.M.E, pause, you know what I'm saying? I want the real. You know what I'm
Speak
saying?
out.
You know what I mean? I need the real. And we gonna talk about the real. So first up, man, in this first topic here, we're gonna talk about this kid now. Um, Let me get a little segue to it. This kid, right? We all loved him. We all kind of seen him in Big Blue at one point in time in our lives. We was like, hey, I can see it, especially with him going out to New York and throwing some footballs with Malik neighbors. We was like, hey, man, hold on, right? And a lot of people thought, you know, hey, we don't get Cam, we got to get Shadeur, right? I was not one of those people that was like Shadeur or die, but there were some people that were Shadeur or die out here. So, um, it was unfortunate what happened to him on the draft. Uh, where he lasted all the way to the fifth round, got drafted to the Cleveland Browns, uh, where some people thought he might have been number one overall at some point in time. So, for him to go down to the fifth round, that was tragedy, and we're going to speak on it. But before we speak on it, let's uh let's watch some highlights here.
The second drive made a few plays, Joe.
Yeah, he's done a great job. I think he's showing great timing.
Out for the Browns on the first drive.
Good job by there. Ball out on time. And these screens, they take a little bit of practice, but that was just perfectly timed.
Going against the number one defense of the Panthers. Sanders on third down to Jamari Thrash. Working hard to... And a yard after a gain of 11. And it looks like Kevin Stefanski is preseason.
As a rookie.
7-year veteran Travion Williams in the backfield. Play fake to him. Sanders looking, throwing. Touchdown!
I think that was actually the third read here. It's a boot action. So he's outside of containment, and he finds just the tiniest little window end zone. He delivers the football perfectly, layering it over the intermediate.
And a fresh set of downs.
Watch how Shadeur is sticking in the pocket, doing a great job waiting breaking route. He's going to have to go through 2 or 3 different reads before this.
Once, but twice to Davis. Touchdown tosses have given Cleveland a 14-7 lead.
You did that on purpose, bro. You did this whole thing. I'm realizing you did on purpose because you saw me bitching and complaining over here about ESPN and all this other stuff, and you saw my, you saw the little red dude that I
I
have.
gotta capitalize, man. I gotta capitalize.
Did this
So,
shit on purpose, and you set me up, and that's cool. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: that kid is nice. That kid has been nice. Nothing that I cannot say. I really cannot say that I was surprised. I cannot say that I was surprised. And I was sitting there percolating, pause, but I was not surprised. His feet move so slow, in a good way. You know what I mean? He sways in the pocket, man. I'm like, and I was impressed. I'm glad that he, continued to add on, and continue to, do what you're doing. If people were smart, man, they would make some moves already, to where as though Dylan Gabriel, because that's another side of it that has been really angered. I've been angered by the, Dylan Gabriel as well. You don't have to shit on Dylan Gabriel just to prop up Shadeur. You know what I'm saying? That's a 5,000-yard passer in 3 different spots in his own right. Y'all got to stop playing, man. And it's the lazy journalism for me. It irritates me.
yeah, so your thoughts on it, man. Your thoughts on Shadeur. It to me is wild, man. Everything, how I am. Everything happens for a reason, and for some reason, all the quarterbacks was hurt. Yeah, all quarterbacks for the Cleveland Browns was hurt, and he just happened to have to step up and be a starter for the first preseason game, right? So off the rip, we get to see him, and man, what throw 2 touchdowns in the first half, man. You know, doing his touchdown celebrations and flick of the wrist and all that, man. Just looking real good, like not looking fluttered or anything out there like that. Just looked like how we thought he would look before all this scrutiny and everything. So um it was good to see that you know he performed well out there when his number was called. But here we go again. We also had some off-field things like I mean, he's out there with the Fast and the Furious, right? he getting tickets out there, going 100 and something miles per hour out there. But not only that,
I didn't
now
hear
he
that.
is, yeah, I mean, now he's hurt again. You know what I mean? So I think
Who's
he was
hurt
named.
again?
Yeah, Shadeur is hurt. He's hurt. So fourth string back he goes. Fourth string quarterback right now. So with the
I
injury, and
didn't
I
know
don't think
that.
he's going to be able to play this week. So again, what's your thoughts on Shador, man? How you feeling, man?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that he got a speed ticket for. I didn't know he was hurt. Um, that sucks to hear. Um, but my thoughts remain the same. I mean, his initial game, his first game out, his first time out there, he performed. He performed very well. Um, he showed some things to where as though he has paid attention to the tutelage. You know what I mean? I do like the stat, or not the stat, but the rumor that Tom Brady, him and Tom Brady have definitely worked out, and did some things, did some training, equivalent to somebody going to visit Hakeem Olajuwon, if you will. You know what I'm saying? All the big men that go to see Olajuwon. Shador went to go see Tom. So, and it looks like he did some things. You could tell that they spent some time together based off of how he was moving, free runners coming his way, quick 1 step, 2 step to the left. You know what I mean? You got quiet feet. That's what I'm saying. That's important. In a good way, where you're not stutter stepping, you're not tippy toeing like even the Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning still knew where you were going, but his feet was a little. Put him to a metronome, you'll see the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Hmm.
sway, it's a certain sway and bounce that Shador was delivering the football, which made it. That's what was impressive.
I agree. I was just like I said, I was happy to see him go out there and perform the way he performed, especially when his number was called. Cause look, man, he could have struggled, and then what we would been hearing all week long. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
Oh,
why,
they would have, yeah,
you know what
they
I
would
mean?
have killed.
They
They
would have
would have
killed
killed
him.
him.
They would have killed him. So again, I'm
I
happy
love
that
everything he did.
yeah, I'm happy that he came out there and he showed, and it was great for his confidence as well, man.
Yeah,
Um,
get
and
healthy and get back soon. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, it's not nothing major, but still, he should be out there. He gotta show everything. He gotta show all. You know what I mean? Because that's how they did him. They did him that way where he, you gotta show more than I mean enough. You gotta be better than good. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah,
Does that mean we get to see Dylan Gabriel against the Eagles?
I don't know. I want to know if we see Flacco out there. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But all right. Let's move on to this next topic here, which is these rookie quarterbacks, man. 2025 class versus 2024, man. How you feeling about that,
Mm.
man? Like the quality of that class, bro. Like I think that the quality is better here, but the quantity was better last year. You know what I'm saying? So how you feeling about this?
That's probably, you have to break out some names. I have to stack that up. Um, you know, and 25. I mean, based off just based off of last week, I couldn't. It was promising, you know what I mean. But the jury's still out on this one. I mean, I see where you're going. Good, you know what I mean. It's a good avenue, but I mean, for one, I got to think of all the quarterbacks in 2024, and as the book written on them yet. You know what I mean? It's still sophomore year, second year, based off of one game with the quarterbacks this year. But if you look at it, three guys performed very well. You know, Cam, Shadeur, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to our guy because we got one too. Um, we got one too,
No
and
doubt.
I knew it. But yeah, I would say TBD and plead the fifth.
Of course, it's the first preseason game, of course. But my thing was the performance of these guys, and Cam Ward and Jackson Dart and Shadeur Sanders. Uh, that their performance was bigger than big, huger than huge, right? Um, when I think about last year's class, which was like six taken in the first 12, you know what I'm saying, picks. Okay. So we're talking about we got Penix in there, we got Bo Nix in there. Um who else I'm thinking of? Who else was in there? There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I
Who was the
mean,
first one? Who was the first pick? Oh yeah, Caleb, right? You got the
hey,
Calebs. You got kid in Washington, Jaden Daniels, um, Drake May, right? So
mhm.
and
Yeah,
wasn't JJ McCarthy too, right?
yeah, JJ.
So
But he didn't get to play. I mean, his first performance
so
was
yeah,
pretty
so
nice. When
like
he
what
got there.
we yeah, I mean we ain't see McCarthy at all. We barely seen Penix, you know what I'm saying? Which was he was all right. He was all right. He ain't light it up. He ain't, you know what I mean? He was like, oh, stop Penix. You know what I mean?
I haven't
We ain't,
watched I
we ain't
didn't
seen
watch the first
Penix arrived.
I meant to watch the first
He was
Atlanta game,
okay.
but I haven't
He
watched
was
it.
okay. Like I said, if he would have lit it up, you would have known. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He would have lit it up. You would. We all would have been saying that, and that would have been must see TV for next week. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't light it up. He was okay.
I still think Penix is gonna be I
Of
think this
course,
these
that's
teams
fine.
are much improved for sure.
That's fine. But we barely seen him. We didn't see McCarthy, and what's the other guy we just talking about? We seen a whole bunch of Bo Nix. We seen a bunch of Caleb. We seen a bunch of Jaden Daniels. We seen a good enough amount of Drake May. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you haven't.
Yeah, we have.
You haven't.
Go
Haven't
look at how
seen
many
much.
games.
Haven't
Go
seen
look how
much of
many games
nothing
we played.
yet.
Yeah, you have.
No, you
And
haven't.
and, it, and it's
Not with
promising.
Vrabel. Not with Vrabel. You haven't.
Vrabel just got there.
Oh, you talking about looks promising?
Yeah,
I thought you
I'm
meant like.
talking about last
I
year
still don't
as
think.
far as what we seen so
I
far.
don't. I think you haven't. I don't think they scratched the surface with a lot of these guys. Is what I'm saying.
All I'm saying is that we didn't see none of JJ. We seen very minimal of Penix. We seen enough of Drake. And we seen a whole lot of Jaden and Caleb. All right.
Now, you still gotta wait
So,
for these defensive
and
coordinators
yeah,
to throw a monkey wrench in them though and see how they react. I would wait until next year to kind
because
of.
to me, I think Caleb's gonna have a way better sophomore year. Um,
I don't think so.
I think so. I think Jaden Daniels is going to go back in his sophomore year. He's going to have a fallback. Um, I think Drake May is going to show something in his second year. He might get him to the playoffs. Um, I'm not sure what I'm going to get from JJ McCarthy. I didn't even see what the fuck he can do in Michigan. Okay. Um, and in Penix, the jury is out. You know what I'm saying, for me. So when I think about all that, when I think about that class, and I'm thinking about this class here where I seen very minimal flaw in Cam Ward's game. I seen very minimal flaw in Shadeur's game. Very minimal flaw in Jackson Dart. To me, the quantity is versus the quality of 2024. The quantity of 2025 is versus the quantity. You know what I'm saying? It's the quality versus the quantity. That's what I'm seeing with this so far. And to me, I'm going to always take quantity. I'm going to
I
always
don't
take
know.
quantity.
Me thinking about this is fucking up the economy.
It's messing up. Your head is about to explode here. But no,
Fucking up the
seriously.
church's money or something. I can't do it.
Seriously, man. I just think this class may be better as far as quality rise. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I'll let you have that one. Ring the bell.
All right. All right. So now moving on to this next topic here. And this is definitely something that I definitely want to talk about. But first off, let me get a clip here. I believe this is it.
Antonio Gibson, number 4, back deep.
No.
I can't
Yeah, I
pass.
got you.
They strap. I don't need mine. Bro, put a belt right to they behind the way that shit.
Yeah.
So this guy, Travis Hunter.
Is that
This
person
guy,
speaking in
Travis
English?
Hunter. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Hold on, I'm gonna play it again just to see what the hell he was talking about. Let's play it one more time.
I can't pass. They strap. I don't need mine. Bro, put a belt right to they behind the way that shit.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Go ahead. What's your question?
Belt to the behind. But wait, can Travis Hunter play his career on both sides of the ball, man? Can he withstand this? Because from what I seen, it was pretty high. You know what I mean, he got a nice little catch, couple catches out there. But then when he went out on defense, he whiffed on his tackle. Like, he whiffed bad, bro. I'm like, oh. So then it got me starting to think,
Yeah,
like, man.
that was
Yeah.
a Martin Lawrence, some tide
Yeah,
ball.
man.
Remember
Like,
when
I'm
he was playing basketball with those three ladies, and he
uh-huh.
fell down and he
He
tried
said,
to grab
oh.
his head.
With the ankle. Oh. Yeah,
That's
yo.
exactly what
It's
that was.
exactly how it went, bro. So I'm like,
Oh dang!
I don't know, man. And
Oh,
people keep
oh
talking
dang!
about this. Oh, he got to tackle Derrick Henry and all this other stuff and all that. Like, is this gonna be too much? Is it gonna be too much on his career, man? Can he do it?
I say yes. Um, it will also take a talented group of individuals like your defense and your offensive coordinator to work together, talk, communicate, and put them in the best opportune times or whatever. Um, I think starting them out slot versus I think there's certain spots where he should start out at based off his skill set. You know what I mean? Based on and his frame, I would put him more at a slot on the reps that he does get, so because he can react very quickly and he's fast. So that puts him closer to the ball, closer to throwing lanes, if you ask me. Um, and it's not that much running. If you want to limit it, if it was me, but And if that was how I would target or approach being able to do both, I mean, he says he can. So, and who am I to say? But at the same time, it is a different animal. I think this year probably bulk up in one spot just to, what I mean, build that, get your grown man body to come along. You know what I'm saying? I think you're gonna need a lot thicker neck, pause. You know what I mean? You need that Tyreek Hill type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You know,
Motherfucking Ivory from Baddies.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta turn into an altar beast a little bit, let your body catch up with the nutrition and all that to be able, because mostly the reason why people say that it can't is because of his build and the impact. Some big boys out there, pause, so but I think he can. And if they're smart about it, then sure, why not? I'm rooting for him. It's never really been done other, like I know they say it hasn't been done, but there's been multi cross sports. You know what I mean? Multiple sports being played: baseball, football. Bo Jackson. Freaks of nature like that. Dion.
Mhm.
So it can be done. Yeah.
Um, you know, going into the draft and all that. Remember, I was saying with the Giants drafting him. I'm like, man, I would do that all day, bro. Both sides of the ball, and we needed it. You know what I mean? We needed it. We needed a cornerback. We needed a wide receiver. To me, it just fit the bill. We get 2 and 1. This is the reason why I wanted to draft him so bad. And the Jaguars traded up because they had that vision, the same vision of having him on both sides of the ball. Now that I watched him on both sides of the ball, actually watched him in the NFL, and I'm like, oh, he gonna have to play 100 snaps a game type shit. Like it's gonna add up to 100 snaps. You know what I mean? Defense and offense, like you gonna be out there 100 snaps, bro. 100 plays, bro. 100 plays a game.
Yeah, and but see, they don't have to do it every game either. You know what I'm saying? So for example, say week one or the first 3 weeks, have it on maybe 7 plays on offense, 2 plays on defense, and that can possibly be a second and a third down. You know what I mean? You have them on the field on defense, second and third down, and you kind of create a schedule that kind of alternates back and forth. Maybe next week you'll do 7 defensive plays, 3 offensive plays, and you never know. And even a lot of those things can be decoys on offense. You know what I'm saying? If you're worth your salt, you can be in on the field being a decoy, you know, but
Mm.
make sure you put in that work on the defensive side. So, like I said, it takes the offense and defensive coordinator to have graduated, you know what I mean? Have some education under their belt, be able to have some critical thinking under their belt, some communication, some creativity, and they can make it work. And at the same time, be good to his body. Pause.
Yeah, I don't. Like, I still believe in it, but I'm like, man, that's a lot of plays for this dude to be acceptable for injury now. Now that's what I'm starting to think about now. And it ain't like he's been like the most healthiest player out there in college. And I seen him have a lot of nicks and nagging injuries. So I'm a little worried for him now. But my plan was always for me, I would have him, starting that cornerback. You know what I mean? Maybe the uh first and maybe third down, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I maybe take him out on second downs or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I have him out there in the first and the third downs, critical downs, and then like at wide receiver, I'm not using him full time. I'm using him situational. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I kind of would maintenance it a little more, and that would even be tough to try to maintenance. You know what I mean? Because game time, and trust me, I'm coaching these kids that I coach. I know, when it's game time and it's critical situations, you like, man, nah, I need that play out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be difficult, but I think that they have to maintenance it in a way that won't be so hostile to his career. So,
You know the best way I've approached this particular topic, and I don't say this to be disrespectful to anybody or anyone, but I mind my motherfucking business. I'm just gonna enjoy it, and I'm not saying that to be curt at all.
mhm,
I'm just saying this is what I said to myself privately. During the build up because truth be told, it's been the first time that I've spoke on the airwaves in quite some time. Um, so, but these are the things I said to myself privately: is that I mind my business. I'm rooting for him. You know what I mean? And I hope it works out for him. But you already know where I was coming from the jump, and that's Abdul Carter, baby. Pause. But that was my number three pick right there. That was I did pass on him, which you hated during the summer.
mhm.
You know what I mean? But I am absolutely happy with my decision. I put that name in my pocket. I put three names in my pocket, and I walked the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And so Abdul Carter is what I'm saying. Much success. Just like to anybody in the space, anybody, doing their own thing or whatever. Much success. I support everyone. And rooting for everybody. God damn it, you know what I mean? Like Wale say, root, shoot me, sue me. I'm rooting for everybody that's black. You know what I mean? And even you know what I mean. But for real, I'm rooting for all of you guys, man. So and him too. So I'm gonna mind my business and I'm gonna enjoy watching him make history. And I hope he does.
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I'm be watching. I'm be watching. He's one of
Definitely.
my favorite players. So, he's one of my favorite players in this league now. So I will be staying tuned. Hopefully in fantasy football, I have him on fantasy and I can really get to watch him. But yeah,
Yeah. And not to
as far
alienate any of our white folks and brown folks and all that either. Don't get mad and all that.
no, it's all good. But as far as Abdul Carter as well, man, a lot of times we had electrifying guys in this late, you know what I mean? Like wait, let me think. Like in the 2010s era, maybe even in the 2000s. Yeah, like I would say that 2000, right? From the 2000 era, because from that 2000 I would go from Eli and you know what I'm saying. Then I'll go to the Odell Beckham, and then I'll go to Saquon Barkley as far as star power on his team. And then you notice all of that is offense. All that was offense. We had for this 2000 era is nothing but offense being the face of the franchise and being the guy that we put out there that represent this company. And it's been a while since it's been defensive oriented face, like Michael Strahan being the face, Lawrence Taylor being the face. You know what I mean? Now I feel like it's back to that. We got the Dexter Lawrences of the world. And now we got the Abdul Carter, and I think Abdul Carter is the one that's going to lead the torch going forward. I think Dexter Lawrence is the guy now. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy now, but going forward into the future, it's going to be Abdul Carter. And for me, I see nothing but special in this kid, and I'm glad that we got somebody that's going to be the face of the franchise on the defensive side of the ball. Is to me that makes the mystique of your team, right? Like when you look at a team and you think about, oh my gosh, who's the face? Ray Lewis? Oh, that's a tough team. You know what I'm saying? When you sit there and say, oh, okay, who's the face of the franchise, and he's like Fred Warner, oh yeah, that's a tough team. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Patrick Willis, that's a tough team. You know what I'm saying? Erlacher, that's a tough team. So like that's my point is when you think about these monstrous defensive guys, Hall of Famers of that sort, and they were the face of that franchise. When you looked at that franchise, you said that team is tough. So that's what I want for the Giants. I want that again. When they looked at the LT era, they said that team was tough. When they looked at the Strahan and them boys, that team was tough. So I want that back for the New York Football Giants. That's Giants football. And now I'm glad that we got that with Abdul Carter. So I'm
It
very
looks like
appreciative
it.
of that. Yeah.
It looks like it. Not only Abdul Carter. I mean, I'm very happy with what Shane has done, and I gave him his props during the summer when we were where we were and all that. We put a team together, man. Put a team together, and barring injury, I think the New York Giants is coming. Offense and defense. Offense and defense. I'm excited. I agree. You got Colston. You got baby Randy. John Randall. Baby John Randall. My boy Chapman. That's what I call Chapman. Shout out to Chapman. Shout out to Colston. Hell of a free agency pickup. The defensive line is ferocious. It's going to be ferocious. I think it's ferocious. Um, you
Yeah,
know,
man. Roy Robinson
McFadden.
Harris, man, I swear that boy was impressive on that first preseason game. I was like, man, that man is everywhere.
I'm trying to tell
So,
you, they couldn't do nothing with Carter. Shouts out to
right.
McFadden. Shouts out to Okereke. Oh man. Shouts out to Trace Ford. Trace Ford, sleeper, Oklahoma linebacker. Trace Ford. I'm so happy they got him. One of my sons. So, but go ahead. Your next topic, sir.
Yeah, going on to the next topic here. Now, before I play this video, man, listen, man, everybody, I told the world, when I first seen this kid, I said the boy's special. And he was a freshman. A freshman. I said, that's my son already. Just name him already. And some certain person tried to take him and claim him as theirs. We ain't gonna talk about that. But I said, this boy's special, man. Off the rip. You can just see it. I know running backs, right? So now we had this battle, me and this guy here. We had this battle all year long. And I told everybody once we lost Saquon, the only thing that can save that shit for me is if they go ahead and go out and get a franchise quarterback, or they go out and they give me a Travion Henderson. Alright? You got to give me a home run threat, Travion Henderson. Let's watch.
Antonio Gibson, number 4, back deep. And this ball's coming out. There's a speed depth. There he goes. Oh, there he goes. It's already a new season.
First time he touches the ball ever in the NFL. First time. First time. Y'all seen it was the kickoff, y'all. The kickoff. My eyes don't lie. My eyes never lie, and I'm hardly ever wrong. Ain't that right? Yeah. So
Ain't wrong a couple times.
special. And I told y'all he was special. I told this guy he was special. Cam Scatterboo, yes, he's very good. Very, very good.
Don't do
He's
that.
very, very good.
Don't do that.
But this, let me see one more time.
Antonio Gibson, number 4, back deep. And this ball's coming out. There's your speed depth. There he goes. Oh, there he goes. It's already a new season.
First off, they weren't ready yet. That's first off. They weren't ready.
Weren't ready.
Secondly,
Mm.
wait till Cam get on the field. Just wait till Cam get back on the field. You don't even need to worry, bro. Just wait till Cam get back on the field. You see what he was doing in the OTAs.
No. Listen, man. Like I said, once we drafted him, I was like, look, man, that's crazy that we got him. He's a giant. He's definitely a giant type of player, so I'm not mad at that. But again, I wanted to replace Saquon, and that was what I was telling you about in that whole soliloquy when we kept going back and forth. Home run threat. Battering ram versus home run threat. And I wanted the home run threat. I'll take the battering ram. I'll take it. But that home run threat, like Saquon Barkley, when he gets the ball and he can hit 50 and he can get a 50-yard on him, that's what Trayvon Henderson gives you. I can't wait to see him in this league, bro. I can't wait to see it. And I'm so mad that he's in Boston. In the mean streets of Boston. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
He is definitely looking the part. That was a hell of a play. He is definitely the right back to be with Rabel in this squad and McDaniels. I'm happy for him. Styles make fights, and I think he's perfect for their style, for what they're developing up there. Just as I think that the person in the back that we got is perfect for what we're going to be doing. Especially when him and Dart will get on the field. I think they are going to go nuts. I think that is a combination that we are going to enjoy for years to come. You know, hopefully they can indoctrinate some Edgerrin James, Peyton Manning, some the Damian Tomlinson, Phillip Rivers type shit. So we shall see. But yeah, shouts out to your son, man. That was he's going to be a lot of talent came out of this draft, man. That I'm excited to see, and especially invested this year because there was people that I actually got a chance to speak to and meet and talk to, and that really felt good to see people on the field this week. If I may share that, it's like, damn, I spoke to that dude. You know what I mean? Like, and then, Aina's people was out in Seattle, like, Baltimore. I was like, yo, I spoke to him. He's a beast. Dorian. So it was good. Shouts out to everybody that got drafted.
Yeah, I'm so mad that I didn't get to experience that with y'all in the same ball. Y'all definitely talked to some kids out there that is gonna have some promising future. So I hope whatever that y'all spoke to them about and talked to them about, it it reads and it sticks to them kids and they go on and have wonderful careers. But great segue on to my next topic, of course, is your opinions on your son, Cam Scatterboo. We know he's hurting right now. Think he didn't play the first preseason game because of that. And that's something that I'm going to pay attention a lot to because of his physical style of play. Will he be somebody that is on that sideline where Your best ability is your availability, man. We can't have you on the sideline, man. We need you on that field. So, what's your opinion so far of your boy? He was killing it before he got hurt, though. He was. I
Yeah,
just like to say that.
yeah. The hamstrings are definitely popping up. This also speaks to, and unfortunately, I would say, but I'm being honest about it. Hamstring injuries in August is, in my opinion, kind of like you got to show your work. You know what I mean? In certain careers and certain fields, you got to show your work. There's no lying on your resume. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's, so I don't want to be harsh and I don't want to come off as harsh, but you got Hyatt with a hamstring, you got, Cam with a hamstring, other, players in the league, so in other teams have a hamstring. You can't, there's no rhyme or reason. You can't really protect against it. Sometimes it just separates or whatever it does. But also, it's a testament to not really like doing certain things or certain exercises. In my opinion, I would assume. I ain't no expert or nothing. I don't want to speak out of turn. No, probably people gonna go crazy or whatever. But it does stand to reason, especially during the heat. You know what I mean? Different climate, whatever. But you in Arizona working out, so I don't get it. But I can't wait to see them. Let them nurse whatever they need to nurse as far as getting back. I think that is a position to as though it's not really needed. I know a lot of fans want to see what they want to see when they want to see it. We live in an age now where people just want shit, just want shit, or they expect shit, or they feel like they're accustomed to it or deserve it, or whatever the case may be. So I get all that. My opinion is I'm cool. He's here for years to come. It's an investment on the future, not a debit card for right now. Um, Turbo Miller has needed a chance to shine. There are other avenues, you know what I mean? You could possibly look at having a three-back set, you know what I mean? With Cam possibly being a fullback, he's a running back, but you know how they can manipulate certain positions. I mean, I always do things how I do them anyway. So, based off of the way it's looking, Tracy, Singletary, Turbo, have Cam as your fullback. That also inflates your tight end room, which, I don't want to go too crazy, but Fedone is going to be a beast, I think. Shouts out to Fedone. That's a hell of a guy right there. This
Mm.
team is stacked, bro. And I know it's on paper and it's just one game, but I'm very excited about this team. My opinions on Cam Scatterbo is just, go ahead, nurse, heal, put the little orange peels in the blender, make some paste out of it, put that shit on your thighs, whatever you need to do. You know what I mean? Preparation H, wrap that shit around in bubble wrap, drink it, you know, and get back as soon as you can. But take your time. Just like with all these guys, take your time. Let these other guys work, figure out what team we got. We need depth. Let the depth work it out. You know what I mean? Because we know what we're going to get from Kane. You're going to get a beast. So that's it.
No doubt. Um, yeah, man. I just can't wait to see it on the field. That's all. Is he gonna play this preseason game? Is he gonna play
I
preseason at
don't think
all?
so. No, I don't. I don't think he plays this game. If anything, he probably plays the last one. But I haven't seen him practice, so
That's
I
terrible.
would assume that he won't be
Not gonna see
ready
that
until
man
week
for a
one.
while. Yeah, you
Yeah,
ain't gonna see him for a while then. You know what I'm
if he
saying?
hasn't, I haven't seen it. I mean, I'm not on the social medias either, so you probably know more than I do. But I haven't heard or anything that I've read or I check up with the brothers. I check in with Big Dash. All the other people that's covering the Giants. I haven't seen them practice.
Yeah, plus Tracy look like he got that on lock right now. See, like man, I don't what's going on. I'm RB1.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what I'm saying? This has been a great episode, man. Got all the topics out there. We got to chop it up about. I was glad to chop it up with my boy here, LRP. We get a closing statement from him, and then we're going to go ahead and close this out. So, what you got to say to the people, there?
Um, Congratulations to you, man, and much success to you and on SME and your future endeavors and what you're doing and the direction that you're going. Salute to everybody else in the direction that they're going, and much success to the programming and content that either chosen one, Black Freezy, J Rock, same difference. I'm going to be putting out. I'll be clicking the likes. I'll be subscribing. Tune in to Black Freezy TV. He is definitely doing his thing over there. For all who don't know, you know what I mean. Tony Good News and all them brothers. You know what I mean. So shouts out to the whole community and everybody that loves the Giants and produces content for the Giants. I appreciate the time that I've had. I've enjoyed myself. Met a lot of cool people, a lot of down, real individuals. I hope to stay in touch with. Hope to see in passing in the future. And it's been a blessing, man. And it all started with shoot, four brothers, man, five brothers, and it's amazing. It's been amazing. It's going to continue to be amazing. So y'all tune in and y'all support. And go Giants, man! I'm excited about this team. This is the first year. It's kind of bittersweet because this is the first time where the Giants pick players that I actually mocked and banged the table for all summer very loudly on the internet, might I add. And you know what I mean. So it's kind of bittersweet. Um, which is crazy, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
whatever. But yeah, hey man, you know, Abdul Carter, Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo in that order. Um, very proud of that. So, and I'm proud of this team. Salute to the New York Giants, man. Fuck them Cowboys. ESPN, goddamn it, you guys are terrible. If the Cowboys didn't exist, you guys would be a 25-minute podcast. I swear. There's so many other things that y'all could get into, so many other sports. All y'all choose to do is talk about the drama. And the boy even admitted that he wants y'all to talk about him, so he does it. Y'all fall for it because that's what you want to do. It's a choice. Just like everybody else. You ain't got to talk about the dude in Washington and all the crazy bullshit that he be doing. Y'all choose to because it's money. So stop acting like y'all don't want to talk about it. I love to talk about it. That's all they do is talk about their bum ass team. And they're going to be terrible. And they've been terrible. Why? Because he told you that. It's nothing but a show over there. The movie that Jordan Peele about to make or about to come out with Marlon Wayans, probably related to that shit. All the craziness that go on over there. But anyway, I know y'all probably missed that shit. But yeah, y'all have a good one, man. I'm going back into my cubby hole and working on myself and doing my living my life and raising my kids and trying to, like I said earlier, do things in a different way, in a different atmosphere in the sports world. Because I do love sports. I do love talking about it. I do love dissecting it. Um, but I'm going to try to make an impact in a different way. So, but appreciate you having me on for your first guest shakes. Honor many guests in the future. I'll be tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for having me. Peace and enjoy yourselves.
LRP from the Shakedown Crew. Um, I'm gonna say this, man. It's been a long 11 years, man. You know what I'm saying? Long 11 years, and everything happens for a reason. So, shout outs to them, man, and I wish everybody good going forward, really. I don't got no bitterness in me. But, shout outs to the Aboriginal Sports Network as well for uh, welcoming me with open arms and going to be my partners and going forward and help me get to where I'm trying to go as well. So shout outs to them, shout outs to Big Pat and NYG and them boys over there. And y'all stay tuned. S.M.E, man, this S.M.E period. This S.M.E show, I'm gonna be giving y'all just a whole bunch of entertainment. Just talking about everything that I like to talk about, or I want to talk about, what I want to give to y'all. I'm gonna give y'all interviews, right? You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have the John Smelks of the world and the Nick Filato. Shout outs to Nick Filato. Gonna have him on the show as well soon. Um, but y'all gonna have those guys. You're gonna have the LRPs. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna bring on this show. I'm gonna also just come along and give my opinions on whatever's going on in the NFL, NBA, hockey, baseball, wrestling. Don't matter. Whatever is in my world, it's what I'm going to talk about in S.M.E. But don't mean that I'm not going to be giving you Giants content. Oh, no, 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 no. Because I will have a separate show as well that's on Giants. So y'all tune into that. On That's on Giants, all Giants content. I'm going to be talking about all Giants on that show. So I definitely will be reviewing what goes on weekly, giving y'all updated news of what's going on, things of that nature. And also look out for me on the Monday night countdown with Big Pat. We're gonna be breaking that down on Monday nights. And also the Purple Pain podcast, where me and my guy, King Pope, will be talking about Ravens. All Ravens. So yeah. It's Shakes Montana Entertainment. Y'all stay tuned because I got so much more in store for y'all. It's not even funny. Y'all know my brain keeps working, man. But all in all, man, like we always say around this time, I don't expect y'all to agree with me, but I damn sure expect you to understand. All I'm going to do from here on out is cure them with content. So, with that being said, y'all have a good night. Peace. One. Good night. Nigga, hit the button, June Tide.